Well, hello.
Well, hello, everybody.
I'm Jason.
I'm Ryan.
Are you? Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure.
It's so
I
good being me.
bet it is. Oh, look at that. Your shirt matches your drink once again.
You know, I've always said your cocktail, your drink of choice, or in my case, your Red Bull, should match what you're wearing at all times.
I
And
mean,
I
mine
only
does
drink.
not, but that's fine.
Well, I mean, you know, good
And
for
no,
you.
no. Okay, that's good.
Mahalo.
Well, what are we talking about today? Why are we here? Why are we taking up these people's time?
Well, we're talking about fandom and the influence through social media of making things happen.
Yeah, and
Basically.
being stalkers.
Okay. Are you trying to say something?
I'm trying to open you up for a little story because I know you got one. I know you got one. This
Fine.
one, this one stalks. I can't even say stalks the best of them. He stalks
No.
people that he can't even remember their names, but that's fine.
Okay, well, I do know the one that you're thinking of. Okay. I'm not really a stalker, ladies and gentlemen, let's just be honest here, but if I do see you, I've stalked Jennifer Coolidge once. She was at Saks. But my favorite was Jeremy Scott via Moschino. So just a little backstory. I was in Beverly Hills minding my own business with a really good friend of mine, and we were on Melrose, and we're just kind of strutting our way through, and I see this heinous outfit. Like, it is the ugliest neon monstrosity this side of the Mississippi River. And
Were you in Mississippi?
no.
Oh, okay.
But it's shut up. Anyway, the point is, so I'm like, oh, that is disgusting. I'm being so blatantly loud about it. Of course, my friend is like, well, Ryan, shh, that's Jeremy Scott. I'm all like, no. So we're like, let's follow him. See where he goes. So
I have a feeling there was a few cocktails before this.
Oh my God, too many to count. We started in West Hollywood, and then we worked our way to Melrose, and we did like all the shops and the Fabulosity, and of course those. So we followed him for blocks. I was hiding behind bushes. It was like it was great. And of course, where do we follow him to? Through an alleyway, straight to the Moschino boutique.
It's exactly what I think I see you doing, like behind the bush.
This is where I wish I had my binoculars, like even the tiniest ones, and I'm over. I feel like that woman from Bewitched. But anyway, I was like, this is so bland. Of course, we followed him straight to the Moschino boutique. Yawn. Anyway,
well, let's thank you so much for that riveting story. I mean, I feel like there should be a sequel at one point.
Oh, yes, we have more.
Well, let's get into it. Let's talk about how these fans can raise you up and like really build your career and make you a superstar, an international superstar, and how they can also break you apart and become a little dangerous.
Well, I think definitely the biggest thing that's trending right now that is so massive that it's like the biggest example is the Free Britney campaign.
Knew we were going to go there.
Well, it's been going on for so long now, and
it has been.
On the 22nd, there's a whole new hearing where basically at this point, there's a huge chance that she could be released from it. And this whole Free Britney campaign wouldn't have been in vain.
But there's also a big chance that her mother is going to be a part of it too. She's
and that's
trying to fight her way into it.
What's blowing my mind is that they have literally turned into the crowning achievement of like celebrity obsessed show parents.
Oh, no,
and
totally.
and literally completely living off of her. She's been their meal ticket, especially the father. God, complete and utter fucking trash. I mean, for heaven's sake. I mean, think about all the things that we do in everyday life that we take for granted, the little baby things. Name a few.
Wiping my ass? I don't know.
Well, I mean, for God's sakes, the woman can't have her own credit card. She cannot drive on her own. She has 30% rights.
Well, neither can you, but that's a whole other thing. Yes! That was good.
Fuck you.
Good.
Oh man, I should have known that one was coming.
Well, I
Anyway.
mean, hello. Anyway.
Okay.
But no, totally.
Anyway, okay.
Anyway, yes, no. So she can't do anything. She really can't. I mean,
No,
we
she
talked about it before, like all those the videos that she has posted, that she posts every day.
she's
It's like all
worth
she can do.
she's worth almost $300 million, and she only has access to $1,500 a week. She can't even buy a bathing suit on her own. She literally has to check in all the time of what she's doing. She doesn't have the right to a cell phone. She can't post on social media by herself. Everything has to be pre-approved. That is her life, pre-approved. Like we all are pre-approved for credit cards that come in the mail, you know? It's like,
And then you actually don't get them.
oh, absolutely. God.
I love it too. Is like, I remember back when I was like 18, worst credit history and known to man, worst credit score ever. And it's like, you're pre-approved. I'm like, I'm pre-approved. I'm not even on the credit score scale anymore. How am I pre-approved?
They probably
Thank God, ladies and gentlemen, cleaned all that up.
I bet they were really just, it was like kind of an omen. You were pre-approved to be a bitch.
Well, I'm pre-approved to be a cunt. Excuse me. Do not mess that one.
Okay, I'll give you cunt. I'll raise me bitch.
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
And that's why we get along so well.
I know.
But I mean, back to this whole Britney thing. It's insane. She can't do anything. As you said, buy a bathing suit. She can't go. I mean, she's a Starbucks-aholic, Starbucks fiend, whatever. She can't go grab a coffee by herself.
No.
I'm still wondering, like, because obviously she's quarantining with people. She's not there in her house by herself. Who is filming these videos? She has those videos every single day.
Who is filming her?
It's not her boyfriend.
No, absolutely not. Who is filming? Sorry, hair out of place. Who is filming her doing all these twirls, acrobatic, like spacey? I'm in like
sometimes
a labyrinth.
Very, very robotic kind of moves. But okay, yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, interpretive dance. You guys are skilled and talented, but I just can't get into it. And that's what she's doing. She's like mixing hip hop with interpretive dance. I'm like, no. And then she does like a pop lock. I'm like, no.
I'm obsessed with it. I love her. She's like one of my icons. I know you love her. But I mean, she literally can't pet an alligator without permission.
I mean, well, I would at least get the permission from the alligator first. If I was going to have permission from anybody to pet an alligator, it would come from the alligator.
Also, it's like, if you're petting an alligator, I mean, good luck.
Kudos. Kudos. I'm sorry, I don't have the balls for that.
The only that's a whole other episode.
I'm back.
Inside joke. The only alligator I will get near is a handbag. Oh, boots.
Yeah.
Cowboy boots, wallet, headpiece. Anyway, continue.
But thinking of like Britney, of course, I mean, this whole hashtag Free Britney movement, this has been built upon by fans. Absolutely. She hasn't done this. It's not her family. It's not her representatives doing this. It's all the fans. And it's been going on for what, like, I want to say a year? Maybe a little over a year.
I think it's over. I think it's like almost 2 years.
Yeah. And it's just gaining like major traction again right now because, of course, July 22nd is the new hearing. But coming from it, like they're really putting a spotlight on this and they're really showing the world what she's really going through because obviously you don't get to see that much.
No. And that for me is what's so amazing about the whole fandom aspect is like literally when people love you and they want to see you succeed, they will do anything they can. Hell, just through hashtag, doing rallies. There's been rallies in Los Angeles and worldwide. I mean, it's just continuing the conversation and getting people to be involved. And it's massive.
Like conversations in a coffee shop. Sorry, Janet Jackson reference. Anyway, but again, as we were talking about too, is like, we had a little funny quip there in our little introduction of the episode about, stalking and Jeremy Scott. But yeah, then you have the fandom that goes on the opposite side. You have the fan. And it gets dangerous. And I mean, who was the last one that I think it was actually Ariana Grande right now has a new restraining order against a crazed fan. But it really shows you the power of fandom though. I mean, it really, without these people, of course, these celebrities would be nowhere. I mean, look at Ariana Grande. She went so far, almost her entire career until this last like 6 months, maybe year, without a '1 single.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, she's like this internet superstar, and it's like boom, 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 #1, #1. And
oh, I know.
Now I can't stand her.
And she dethrones your diva of all time.
Well, that's why I can't stand her. But that's
of course, I know. And on technicality, let's be real here about that whole situation. She only was dethroning through being a guest star. So I don't really care.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So we both mutually do not consider this to be that whatsoever. So
no,
she might
she
be
has
at
two
#1
#1s as a solo and 2 as a featured.
Exactly. So mahalo.
Sorry, Ariana. You may be popular, and I may have bought some of your songs, but
Ugh, I know you have.
It's not gonna happen.
No,
but anyway.
But yeah, no. It's what I love is that with the whole fandom thing too it's the influence, and that you could truly make something happen. Hello, remember that whole thing with like the It Chapter 2? You were telling me, and I was like,
oh, yeah.
It's so fucking on point. People were literally campaigning on the internet for Jessica Chastain.
Right. It was the minute It Chapter 1 came out, they were like, oh my God, Jessica Chastain has to play Beverly Marsh. And they did the whole, hashtag blah, blah, blah. And it actually happened. She didn't even, from what I've read, she didn't even have to audition for it. The directors called her directly and said, hey, let's do it.
Well, that's the thing. It's not just campaigns. It's like you're actually inspiring and influencing producers, talent execs, casting. I mean, it's really quite like amazing to me, and mind you, I thought the entire time, I remember when I watched the first one, I was like, God, adult would have to be Jessica Chastain. Suddenly then it's like wildfire and it's across the internet, and then just explodes and bam, casted.
It just, I mean, from what we've been talking about fandom, it just goes to show you how much the people actually do have power over these things. And I mean, you could even bring this back. We don't like getting political. We probably will never get political in the show, but it goes to show you how much power we as a people do have. I mean, if we can even have campaigns for, I don't want to say little things or small things, but just something as small as celebrity. If we can actually influence that just by banding together and creating these campaigns, making those things happen, can you imagine what we can do for real voting? So my only political thing I will ever say in this entire show is go and vote. Vote. Whoever the hell you're going to vote for, vote.
VOTIE.
You're going to go, so these people are going to go vote, and then we're going to send you right back to school.
Votey.
Losing everything. Losing it all.
Oh my God, everything's falling.
Everything's falling. It's
God forbid my Red Bull flies out of my hand or something.
I would rather have your Red Bull fly out of your hand than my microphone. This thing was expensive. Not really, but it's fine. Anyway.
Oh, that's what almost flew off your table. Even better.
Seriously, I'm so glad that I caught it. But anyway. Yeah, I mean, power of fandom.
Amazing. No, I know. I live for the kind of like the support system of people who truly love you. And I'm seeing that when I see that, especially in the celebrity stratosphere of it all. I don't know, it's inspiring. I know, seriously.
It is. It's very, very inspiring.
Yeah. I don't know, or are you just looking at one of your ceiling blackheads?
I don't have a ceiling blackhead. They're called fire extinguishers or
sprinklers.
Whatever. There you go. Hey, it's a sprinkler and it extinguishes the fire. Fire extinguisher.
Oh my God. Anyway. No, I would just love for one of them to go off and it just gets your cats all wet and they run around the house in insanity and then they fall down the stairs and then they go insane.
Just throw them in the tub.
That too, or at least in the washer.
That's not animal cruelty. No, the dryer. Get it right. The dryer. And you.
Sorry.
More like meow, meow.
Love that part when they hit.
No. He never did a full round. That's a whole. Okay, that's a. It's not really an inside joke or an inside story or whatever. It's a story for another time because that's fun.
Pardon. Life of having a cat.
Right. So,
thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Don't take freedom for granted. I mean,
no, don't.
It's kind of a bad time to even talk about that because we really don't have much freedom as we're still stuck in quarantine. But hey.
But you know what? It's the little things. Don't take any of the little things in life for granted. You know, being able to buy toilet paper, being able to.
I was able to buy this diffuser.
There you go.
And I did not have to ask for permission.
No. You know, it's amazing. I got to take a photo with my cat, and no one had
so glad you said photo. So glad you said photo.
Stunning, really. See, it's the little things, you know.
It is.
But anyways, you know what, guys? Don't forget to subscribe. We love the support that's coming at us. The love for our last 2 videos especially have been just off the charts. We can't thank you guys enough. Please.
Seriously, just
continue
subscribe. Always. Again, I will always say, I don't know if it's really actually below here, but just do it.
Well,
find it. Find the button. It's somewhere on the screen. It's here. It's there. It's over there. It's behind me. I don't know. Find the button and subscribe. Bye-bye.